What's up, movie freaks? We're HERO LAIR, back at you. I'm Dan. These meatheads are Mario and Sean. Final trailer for War of the Planet of the Apes, which might go down as like one of the an amazing trilogy that we never even saw coming. So there we go, last one.
Let's do it.
The apes that they cast are great.
They're clearing rooms now.
So fun. So lifelike.
Yes, child. I don't know. But she was you. She has no one else. We are not savages.
Such a
Yeah.
We fight only to survive. That human kill. Ape. All dead now for a long time. Long time. That human's soldier.
Years from now, your children will ask you, what did you do in the greatest war? And you can tell them, I fought to protect this world. We created them. But now,
Just got a permanent smile.
Wonder who this traitor is.
into their kind.
What's his name?
There's always a Benedict Arnold in every.
No mercy, no peace. This
Oh.
war. Apes together strong. You are impressive. You're smart as hell. You're stronger than we are. But you're taking this all much too personally. So emotional! I did not start this war. But I will finish it.
Caesar's going full Rambo.
Oh my lord.
Wow.
That is.
That looked insane. Like you forget that, that's all that's all
Motion capture.
and performance capture, running around with the crazy gray suit with the dots.
Yeah,
and the
exactly.
face and the that crazy facial contraption to capture their performance. Looks legit. Okay, so
That's.
awe-inspiring aside from the CGI. As a trailer, for the final trailer, I think it's a perfect final trailer. Because normally we do this for you guys to react to them, but normally I would not want to watch anything. And I think we've reacted to every single one that's come out.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, there's not a lot that I know of the specific story. I don't feel like I've been spoiled in anything. Human army needs to fight the ape army.
You get a basic arc.
That's it.
A basic arc. There's no motivation of why the Harrison character hates them. There's obviously a hate there, and there's obviously some accumulation to what happened in this war, but we don't know. We don't have motives, which is great. I want to find out what those motives are. There's so much left to this story that we have no idea, but yet I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah, no,
that's the calling of a good trailer to me.
It's interesting because he's like, you're taking this way too personal. You know what I mean? This is my job, and it kind of reminds me he's taking it like it's the sheepdog and the coyote.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Looney Tunes, and the sheepdog punches in, the coyote punches in, and the coyote is trying to take the sheep, and the sheepdog is gonna have to punch him in the face. But at the end of the day, it's like
Punch out.
it's funny because it's it seems like he has such a respect for Caesar and what he's done, and it's just it's almost like a hunt.
Yeah, and we saw this kind of similar if you watch Letters to Iwo Jima or Letters from Iwo Jima and some other ones where really the only two people in a war most of the time who can relate to each other's shoes are the opposing generals.
Yeah. You saw
They're the only ones.
In different things, so Kingdom of Heaven did that too.
Same
you know
thing,
what I mean? The same idea, where there's that like almost like that mutual respect, but also like there's a kinship between them.
Yeah,
they
like
see
rivals.
Yeah, but it's rivals, but like they're feeding off one another. But it's like in any other circumstances, they'd probably be friends because they're so much alike.
Yeah, and they're the only two people on their side that can relate to each other.
Yeah.
No one else on their army can relate to them because they're the top dog.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So that should make for some interesting drama.
And dialogue too,
Yeah, and
which
dialogue,
is
too.
like it's so. I like the fact that you still have like articulate humans, and you have like you have speaking apes, but they're not. They haven't grasped the language fully yet.
Right.
So it's like
It's
the
pretty
way.
damn good though.
No,
Like,
yeah,
really,
but they're
it's
still
like-
talking in very basic terms. So it's like the it's very raw. Like it's almost raw emotion, right? Like when you're just learning a language, you learn like the basics, and you kind of like jump to from word to word. That's like the strongest.
Right.
You have there's no like little minute, and that's really
The more descriptive adjectives,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
adverbs you don't
But
really know. But
that could be because in the ape community it's just straightforward and real. You know what I mean? They don't have those like nuances that humans have, like like the deception and the.
Right.
well, but they're growing. They're going
Yeah,
through an
they're slowly
evolution.
growing.
So
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Is that they're both on, at least in a language front, they're
Yeah.
both on different evolutionary platforms.
Yeah.
and which is cool.
yeah. But we do know, if you've watched the Charlton Heston Planet of the Apes, the
That they
original
surpass,
ones,
yeah.
they go even farther, where they're developing their own religions.
Exactly.
The different species of apes go into their own parts. Some become more the scientists.
Yep.
Some become just
Stereotypes
straight-
evolve.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All of them.
And maybe this puts Caesar over the edge, and it's like, okay, I'm totally done with human society, and that's how they start making up their own religions and using humans as slaves. And maybe Woody Harrelson is that character that just is
Yeah.
like the Joker to Batman, what I
Gotcha.
mean, a Killing Joke, and finally just loses it, and it's like, what, there's no good human.
Yeah, why not? Like we're only safe if they're all gone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And in order for like it to go to the Planet of the Apes, like Caesar has to die.
Well, we do know that there is an opposing force to that, which is the child. So
That's
right
right.
away, like they have introduced that.
Which I feel is like the child is like what Caesar was in the beginning of the first movie.
Yeah, very much so. But it's going to now. So now you've got two opposing factors happening. You have the Woody Harrelson, who's like the epitome of what's wrong with humans, and you've got this like helpless child, which is the epitome of what's good. So it's like what's going to win out and what's going to sway Caesar. So it's already causing a conflict, even in this little trailer that we have, which is cool.
Yeah, and the gorilla somehow siding with the human side. What's the background?
He's
on that?
always been like in even the earlier ones. He's always kind of been more. Kind of apathetic, not apathetic, that's the wrong word. He's been more like leaning towards him. Has he? Like he's even in if I remember in the second one, he didn't want to use force right away.
Okay, I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're probably right. Rather than him just, he definitely wasn't like Koba, which was
Yeah, exactly. Well,
full-on
Koba was the
war.
one side who wanted to go to war, and if I remember correctly, he was the one who wanted to kind of hold back and didn't want to go full out.
Gotcha. Yeah, very cool. Then shit, Apache helicopter shows up at the end. Like it may be some of this and Dunkirk may be some of the best legit war action.
Yeah.
This whole summer.
Yeah, I agree.
But you also have like some really, it's like, we were talking about like Dunkirk and that like, and what was the other one, Wonder Woman, where you don't usually see those wars portrayed and all that. Here is you almost have like a callback to a different war too, because you have like an army who's much less sophisticated. So it's almost like the Vikings overthrowing the Roman Empire.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because you have like, bows and arrows, much less sophisticated guns.
Yeah, they're on
Less-
horseback.
On horseback versus on machine. So it's an interesting take
Or
on.
the
Will to
Army
win.
versus the Native Americans.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, very much.
And it's so funny. It's like but in this time, it's like the natives are taking over.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like,
Almost the opposite of.
Well, will to win almost,
Yeah.
and like what's gonna take part and what's gonna take place.
Right,
It's-
yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, almost the opposite of Last Samurai.
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Very cool. This thing has a chance to go down as one of the best trilogies of this movie,
Oh, it's
because they've only gotten better. And who would have
Yeah.
thought? Because I remember the very first one being announced with James Franco, like, really, we're going back to Apes.
Yeah.
You know, the Tim Burton one with Marky Mark was like whatever, and they did a very different kind of take, right?
Yeah.
It was almost more of a natural disaster movie in parts of trying to survive what was happening, and it was a really great introduction. And then number 2, totally different,
And this
completely
series
different
is-
feel than number 1.
And this series has been really underrated.
Very underrated.
Yeah, it's not as like I always get excited, but yeah, a lot of it's not, it doesn't have the coverage that a lot of the other ones have.
Right. Yeah, but box office wise, it's not up there with the Star Wars trilogy and everything else. But the quality of the storytelling, the entertainment value, how they've pushed the CGI and motion capture.
Oh man!
I mean, if you were a human, because the Caesar is such a legit leading man.
Yeah.
Right, as a CGI ape.
Yeah.
Like he is a legit leading man.
And he's only gotten, like you said, he's almost gotten darker and more like charismatic throughout the series. Like he went from like very limited like emotions and words in the first one, and he's grown so much to where he's having conversations
To the point where it's like award, like, you know, the Oscars and stuff,
Right.
they're actually thinking about having a section.
Emotion capture,
like motion capture performance
Yeah.
award, But which makes sense. I mean, Andy Serkis has crushed it.
Andy Serkis should have.
But it's such a collaboration too, because like who's gonna go up for the award? Andy Serkis by himself should go, but also his team. That's a collaborative endeavor.
It's an interesting time, man. And it's only going to get better, because now imagine the next Avatar movie with all of these catching up. Imagine whatever else is coming out. I want to see them adapt. This is totally off topic, but you guys have heard the rumor of Masters of the Universe being in development?
Yep.
What?
I mean, that's something else that could, with this type of technology, or even like a Thundercats movie or something like that, directly adaptable to this stuff. We're geeking out. I'm sorry.
Yeah, totally.
We're totally
So
geeking out.
as I'm fucking
Tell them we're filming.
Jesus Christ.
You said airplane mode.
Yeah, I know.
We all agreed.
Fuck, I knew that was gonna happen. Totally. Okay.
Nah, it doesn't matter. All right, folks, let us know if you're excited for War of the Planet of the Apes. We'll be there. Don't forget to subscribe. Also follow us on Twitter at the Hero Lair. We'll be back to you really soon. See ya.